Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Enough Said podcast. It's been a boring week. We're not going to do that this week. No spitting in here. So, Dre, kick us off, man. Let's do it. Yo, what up, guys?
What's going on?
This week, man, I'm glad nothing happened on Thursday night. That was a boring game, right? So,
Nothing to talk about there. Move on.
Right? Nothing to talk about. It was interesting. Welcome to Enough Said. This is week 2 already, guys. I can't believe it. But Jermaine will be joining us hopefully shortly. He's out on the road. But we got the normal crew here welcoming you to week 2, week 1 really for some teams. But we were on last week with our predictions and everything. So glad to have everybody back. Just a quick shout out to all our followers. If you don't know where we are on all the major social media channels, including TikTok now. We just started our new channel on TikTok. So feel free to get us up there. YouTube, as Dre put up on the screen, Enough Said Podcast. And of course, you can check out and email us. As always, all emails go to Jermaine and it's enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. So if you got anything about the show or you're interested in being on the show or just want to chat with us in general, feel free to do that. So, all right. So let's get into it. But at first, I will introduce some guys on the show here as always. So for this guy, his team, the Niners, might be lacking for sacks. His fantasy team sure won't be lacking for points with those 2 quarterbacks. What up, Mike?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
You want to tell me?
It looks good on paper. You know how it is. It's like, he's got Lamar Jackson and he's got Josh Allen, and then both of them guys will throw like 3 picks and have like 100-something yards passing each, and I'll lose. Yeah, I can't stand fantasy, man. I tell you. But yeah, it feels good. I'm ready for the season, man. It's good to see some real football, sort of real football. I mean, it's been some sloppy play, but overall, I'm glad it's back.
Yeah,
nice,
100%. Nice. So yeah, man, and you got a lot of Niners on your team too. Fred Warner, Parcel, even Christian McCaffrey with the calf. We'll talk about him.
Yeah,
So. All right, and this guy, I've known the man since he was about just born. What I didn't expect was the crack tooth on the popcorn. Come on, Jay. What up, man?
Yeah. About a couple weeks ago, man, I went to go see Fantastic Four, and I'm sitting there munching away, and I'm like, oh, the hell is that? Cracked my tooth, man. I had to get like emergency thing done. They had to file my tooth down, and my tongue got cut on the side. It was crazy, man.
Oh man. And you call your lawyer? Shoot, man.
Right. You call my lawyer.
Man. You're gonna own the movie theater after that. Shoot.
I know, right? I mean, yeah.
I'm sure the dentist probably tore you a new one in terms of how much it costs. I'm sure.
Well, hey, I'm glad I got insurance. I'm gonna say that.
I got insurance, and that stuff. They still be like, "Yeah, here's how much your insurance cover." It's like, I don't cover nothing. It seems like
it covers 50 cents. That's about it.
Well, put it like this: at least I got one Corvette in the garage. Okay.
So. Damn, nice. So I still got to come up and see that one of these weekends. So
yeah, man. Yeah, give you a ride.
Give you a drive. Yeah. Consider I'm only like 25-30 minutes away from you. So yeah. Well, we talked about the weather in the Eagles game, and I mentioned to you guys it might be an issue. I saw those thunderstorms rolling through.
You called it.
But I surprised it didn't hit as quickly as it did. It didn't seem to hit until the second half, and all of a sudden I'm watching the game and I see stuff flashing outside my house. I hear my dog starting to freak out. I'm like, all right, something's coming, and it did, man.
Right.
So how much did that affect the game? I don't know. At that time, the Eagles just had a turnover. But let's back it up before we even get to that and start with the pregame. Did Dak get inside their heads? Was that done intentionally to try to get some players off the field and get the Eagles out of their elements? Because my sense is they knew they couldn't hang with the Eagles talent-wise. So the only thing they could do is try to get inside their heads, which apparently they did. They got in Jalen Carter's head. What do you guys?
Not dependent. From watching Dak Prescott's press conference, he was like, "Hey, I was just minding my own business kind of way. He was like, my two linemen are there. I wanted to spit. I spit down. And then Jalen looked at me. And I walked over to him and he spit on me. Well, okay. But the cameras, they're all over the place. And maybe Bobby was filming it too as well. But when the camera was looking directly at Dak, okay, it's like it's I saw. So in other words, the camera's like from Jalen Carter's perspective. Dak did go between the two linemen. He looked down, he spit, but then when he looked back up, he nodded his head and smirked and gave that smirk. Well, that pulled Carter in. Yep. And Carter's like, did you spit on me? At me. Sorry, spit at me. And then Carter spit on him. To answer your question, maybe it was. But at the same time, Carter should know better. We all do that. You just can't do that. I don't care. You just can't do that. And then now the ref right next to him, Cowboys water boy was like, what the heck just happened? And he got ejected. To me, right there, before the whole Mother Nature storm, that was the start of the storm. Yeah. Because you knocked out your best pass rush out of the game.
And run stopper.
So I was like, this is gonna be a weird game tonight. Or that night. And I was like, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if the game plan was to get into the Eagles' head, then that should be the game plan for every team. I feel like at this point now, every offensive lineman should be going up to Jalen Carter and just be like, boy, I'm going to pancake you, Stacy. I mean, because they talk trash to him all the time now. If you can get in his head to get him to spit on you and get you out the game. But, that allowed the Cowboys to be able to effectively run the ball. And then, of course, it also gave Dak time to pick on Adoree Jackson. I think that was the reason why he got exposed so badly, is because Dak had time, to expose him. So it changed the game big time. He's the best defensive player on the team.
I remember a quick story from tennis guys a while back. I don't know if you remember Andre Agassi when he used to play tennis, but he was playing Jim Courier one time. I think it was either Jim Courier or Boris Becker. It was one of the two. It might have been even Boris Becker. But what he said was, I knew I couldn't hang with Agassi talent-wise. So they had this championship match. I think it was Wimbledon. And the only way he could get to Agassi and get him up his game was to start hitting on Brooke Shields during the game. At the time, Andre Agassi was dating Brooke Shields. Right. He did. And as soon as he did that in the middle of the game, Agassi couldn't hit anything. He was hitting balls wide, long. He was unforced errors. And he said it worked. It worked. Like, I got him off the game and he wound up winning it. So sometimes it's a very mental game, and it got into his head, and Agassi should know better than that. At the time he was a pro, he should have known better than that. Right. And, it was just interesting how it came down. That was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this. I'm like, maybe that was the plan ahead of time. Because they knew the Eagles. I mean, let's not forget, the Eagles had 0 sacks. 0. They didn't have 1 sack that game. So how much is Jalen getting double teamed every game affecting that defensive line? It showed the weakness in the defensive line. Sure as hell showed the weakness in Adoree Jackson. So whether they switch up to Bennett next week or not, I don't know. Maybe. But then they signed Zaire Smith, I think. Now,
they signed.
Yeah. So Howie saw something,
which is good. I mean, see, that's funny, Sal, because with Howie, right? When Howie probably saw that, he got on the phone right away. Because he knew.
He's done it before. When he got Dominican Sue, it was kind of the same thing. It's like, oh, wait a minute, we got a problem here.
Right,
bringing somebody, cheap rental. Just to bolster that up a little bit, because I think also he might have thought Jalen Carter possibly could have got a suspension at the time too. So you need some more depth at that defensive line. But it's game 1 too, and that's the thing, is you just don't know. Like, sometimes things look like, oh, it's not, it's a problem, but it's the first game. It's got a weird night, and the rest of the season it may not be an issue at all.
Yeah,
but that threw off the defense right away. Because mentally being prepared, and any sport, trash talking is what you do to get inside somebody's head,
Right.
But
and not only that, but it affects the game plan that Vic Fangio had to call. I mean, when you get pressure from 4 guys, you can sit back. You can give Kenyon Mitchell and all those guys some help in the secondary. You can't do that now. I mean, because they couldn't get a pass rush, so you had to blitz. You had to get those linebackers, and that exposes other things. So. it totally affected the game plan. And I just wonder, was it that Dallas offensive line was that good? Maybe. I mean, maybe they improved, or was it that the Eagles defensive line was that bad without Jalen Carter and just
that's hard to say.
It's hard to say. And moving on, like both offensive, looking at both offenses, like Dallas offense actually surprised me. They came right down and marched on us, which maybe could have been Carter, but Dak actually looked pretty decent, even though I'm always on Dak. But however, before I talk about the Eagles offense, what happened with the $100 million man? How many drops did he have?
All the important ones.
But $300 million drops. And CeeDee Lamb knew it. 2 of them, which could change the game. Well, lead you to a scoring and then also win the game towards the end, possibly. So right there, man. Even if, like, what's going on? Like, you should not have dropped those at all. And he barely dropped. He drops only 7 for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? He dropped 3 that game.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out for the rest of the season for them, because they paid it. Jerry gave him a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a great point. Like, and I'm hard on AJ Brown a lot of times, but I will give him credit last week. He didn't pout. He didn't go crying. Like, he waited his turn. And when he had to make a big catch, he did. He didn't drop it. He's sure-handed. I mean, there's no doubt. So I've been tough on him. I still think sometimes he can be a prima donna, but I got to give him a lot of credit last week. He was patient and he made the catch when he needed to. And credit to him for hanging in there and being a part of the game when it most, because if he didn't make that catch, that game was a different game potentially. So
now real fast, we'll move on. I think when I say about offense, with the new coordinator, which we had on our staff and stuff, I'm first going to say I think Jalen managed it very well. Okay, for what he can have, because wide receivers weren't even getting open. Nobody was getting open.
Right.
I don't know how much is it that Dallas is secondary, or just the players just weren't right, or was it the offensive coordinator's coaching call? Because some of the plays he was hesitant about, but then he managed to take it in his own way, running. He got that big bomb to Dotson, got Dallas Goedert involved and stuff. Right. But to me, though, I think for me, will the coordinator be the cause or effect next week when we play Kansas City? Like, we got to really get our wide receivers involved next week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So to me, it's like, are we seeing this offensive coordinator problem again we saw 2 years ago? Because Jalen looked hesitant. He looked confused. He was throwing, wasting yardage, running all out the pocket, wasting 5 yards and whatnot. I hope that's not what we saw last night or Thursday night.
I think with Dallas, they played, to not give up a lot of passes. They played at Tampa too, and it really left Jalen opportunities to run the ball. Because I think, if anybody was covering him, it was a linebacker that was going to be too slow to cover him. So I think part of it was just that Dallas's game plan was to make Jalen Hurts beat them with his feet, and that was it. And he sure as heck just went out and did that. Yeah, I think he did a great job of just saying, it's like, look, it's not going to look sexy. I'm not going to have a bunch of yards, but I'm going to just crush them. It's like death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. And him running the ball like that was exactly that. It was just soul snatching because, he'd get a first down and end the game. So I think that was a big part of it. I'd like to see next week when they play Kansas City, because Kansas City is a blitzing defense, and I'd like to see how, things handle with the pressure, because, Jalen, when it comes to blitzing defenses, when he kind of gets little struggles, when he got pressure and all that kind of stuff. Dallas had a little bit of pressure, but not a whole lot. Kansas is definitely going to try to bring a lot more pressure.
Yep. Kansas City secondary was exposed, Friday night.
Big time.
Big time. It's going to be interesting to see if the passing game is not part of the game plan, Dre, to your point. It should be, because that's going to put a lot of pressure. And I understand like getting Saquon involved, and they obviously stacked the box in this case against Saquon. And I thought the game plan calling was just okay. I didn't think it was terrible, but I definitely think the passing game has to be way more involved. You got to get the ball into the hands of Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. I mean, you got to. You can't just.
Yeah.
And if they're blitzing, then guess what? You start throwing those screens to Saquon. And Dylan came in. He had some nice plays. Shipley, before he got hurt, had some nice plays. But I don't know if Shipley's going to be back. We're still waiting on some updates from him. But Dylan he had a nice run in there. So I think it'll be good. Hef says I'm dropping defenses. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. And we talked about AJ's
Brown. Fine.
He's
got a lid on his boiler right now. You know, his pot's boiling.
I see Hef just jumped in. What's up, Hef? Look, Hef, you see what my name it says next to it says positive affirmation. I don't want to hear nothing about Seahawks over 49ers, man. We're thinking positive things. Man. Not negative. That's the negativity. I don't need that in my life right now, man. I'm telling you.
That's funny.
He's ready for CMC today, Hef. He's thinking CMC is going to roll. If CMC rolls, he wins his fantasy for this week against me. So Mike wants revenge from last year, and so he's out for me. So, all right, let's. That's a great transition. Let's start talking about some of that. So, Niners and Sea Chickens is the first game that we picked this week for some predictions. So, Mike, you want to start us off on that one? I think I know who you're going to pick, but
of course, 49ers. It's first week. Is a lot of uncertainty, so I'm definitely picking them because I love them. But I got to see CMC and really see how he is. Is he injured? Is he back to his old self, or at least close to his old self? I think Brock Purdy will be fine. The receivers is definitely a big question mark. Juan Jennings is, he seems like he's happy. He got some incentives, so hopefully, third and Juwan is back, and Ricky Pearsall takes that step. So, I'm excited for it. And then, of course, Robert Saleh in the defense. He's back. Is it going to be back to being that great defense it was, previously? We'll have to see. And then the Sea Chickens, look, they got Sam Darnold. They're kind of in a state of, are they rebuilding or are they, ready to turn the corner? I don't really know with them, but I think San Francisco is going to beat them.
All right, Trey.
Yeah, I think San Francisco's going to beat him too. But you brought up a good question about Saleh because he doesn't have all the same defensive players he had when he was there.
That's right.
I mean, Fred Warner, of course. But I think he's a good defensive-minded coach, and I think he to me, the players he got would go gel with him, and then we'll see as the games go on how stronger the 49ers defense will get. I think this is like all on Brock Purdy's shoulders now. I think
he got paid, right?
He got paid. He's the lead. He's the QB, but this is him to really see if the 49ers can do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Seahawks, yeah, I agree. Is it a rebuilding? DK Metcalf is gone. You got the hot Walker, right? Running back. Walker?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. Walker's had some injury issues, so Charbonnet's been kind of picking up the slack. But both of those guys are not, they're not household name kind of guys,
Okay. Mm-hmm. But I'm taking 49ers.
Yeah, this is a weird one. I agree with you guys. The Seahawks is a tough team to judge because they're kind of in that transition phase. They don't know what they want to do yet, and I still think they're trying to form an identity. So we talked about the Niners though and their schedule this year. It is going to be an easy schedule for them, but they still got to win the games and perform. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how that defense does without Dre Greenlaw. Like if they can make up for that. Now Charvarius Ward is still there, right, Mike? He's gone too. He's gone too. Yeah. So is that a big factor? I thought he might have been.
Not as much because last year he was having some issues. He had a lot of personal issues. His daughter, baby daughter, and everything. So he missed a lot of games, and that allowed other players to step up that they actually saw him as expendable because of how some of those players that came in for him. So I think the secondary is going to be okay. The defensive line, last year and the year before that with the Super Bowl run, they couldn't stop the run. That was the big deal. And so they brought Saleh back in to try to get that defensive line back to where it was, where they drafted heavy on D-line so they can shut down the run. So that's going to be the rookie, Mikael Williams. How does he do? How does CJ West do? Alfred Collins, all these guys on the defensive line. If they can step up and do like how you guys did, really, where your front four dominates, I mean, that can make the difference there. That's what Saleh, I think, is trying to improve.
Yep.
Yeah, Have Stream says we need Kittle today. Well, I hope not because he's on Mike's fantasy team too.
I got Brock Purdy as my second quarterback. So.
Yeah. All right, Dre, are we ready to bring him in?
Oh, shucks.
Oh, man. His team on Thursday played a thriller. Now he's back working on that chiller. Say hi to Jermaine, everybody.
What's up, Jermaine?
What up,
everybody? My bad, man. I got caught up into this game, my son's game, and I'm at his game right now. So yeah, that's my bad. But yeah, good to be back. Season 1, ugly win with the Eagles, but we'll take it. Yeah, we got a lot of cleaning up to do. So.
Yeah, we just talked a little bit about that, Jermaine, and we were starting to get into some of our predictions. So, so we had the first one, Jermaine. We need your prediction on this one: Niners at Seahawks.
I mean, what's with Mike? I know y'all probably talked about it. Is he playing? Is CMC playing? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, he's just, right. As far as I know, this is the last minute, can't scratch. But right now, he's playing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an upset or not. I think I'm actually taking the Sea Chickens.
Ooh.
You can't see what my name says. It's positive affirmation, man. I don't want to hear the negativity. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
God dang.
That's funny.
You ain't half. Ruin my day.
No, man. Tell me why, Jermaine. Tell me why.
I mean, I think San Fran lost a lot of key components. I mean, I don't know as far as the rush. They really couldn't get pressure. Last year. I mean, with the quarterback, I'm curious to see what that front line is going to do. And that secondary as well. I mean, you lost some components and whatnot. So, I mean, Mike will know. I mean, I don't know how their draft went and stuff, but that's what I'm looking at, to see how it's actually going to go and the durability of CMC, because they're going to be counting on him. You know what I mean? To it starts with him and stuff. So, and Ayuk is out, right?
Yeah, Ayuk's still out. He won't be back until like November.
Yeah, right. Right.
So, but with Jermaine, I mean, your favorite player is the quarterback of the Seahawks, man, Sam Darnold.
Sam's got something to prove, bro. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
he's got something to prove.
Right.
Prove seeing Ghost again. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be the it's gonna be a big test for him. Is he still from the last playoff game? Is it going to go right into the season or what? We'll see. This is a big year. It's very important today. So
awesome. All right, guys. Game number 2, and Hef will have something to say about this. Let's do it. Giants at Commanders.
Oh boy.
Let's start off with Mike on that one.
All right. So I will stay positive. So I will go ahead and pick Hef's Commanders. I think this is a big test, though. I mean, I think the Giants are a plucky bunch. I think they got especially some solid talent on defense, and Russell Wilson, I think, does give that offense a little bit more respect than what it had with Daniel Dimes behind there and Tony DeVito or whatever other off the street guy they had last year. So, I don't think this is going to be a cakewalk for them. And it is possible there could be an upset, but I'm gonna pick the Commanders. I'm gonna say that they're gonna find a way to win.
Dre, you like the Commanders in this one?
Giants? No, I'm just joking. Nah, man. I think Commanders going to leave where they left off last year. I mean, they got what they want now in their running back. Got rid of Robinson. Got rid of Robinson. McClure's paid now, and this is the test what Jermaine was talking about, sophomore slump. To see. How Jaden Daniels do, but this is the Giants. Honestly, be honest with you, man, like I see them building more than like competitive that the Washington team is, right? But this is any given Sunday. This is a divisional game. Washington cannot take them lightly, so Hef, don't get too hyped. So, but I am going to take them winning probably by 2 scores, honestly.
All right. Hef says Debo will have a big game and our defensive will feast on Wilson. Jermaine, speaking of Wilson, you know what I'm going to say? 3 draft pick man. Come on, man. 3 first-round picks.
It wasn't 3. It was 2. Come on, Sal. I mean, you keep multiplying every week when you talk about Russell Wilson.
Multiplying.
Come on, man.
We wouldn't have had Hurts if we would have traded those 2 picks. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So.
But hey, I'm looking at this. I mean, it's all about the Giants defense. Don't sleep on that Giants defense.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got something to prove.
Right.
And don't be, I wouldn't sleep on that defense. Now the offense is another situation, but don't sleep on that defense. And then get that pressure if they play their lanes because Daniels can run and stuff. If they be disciplined and all that stuff, it's going to be a close game. But Commanders should pull it out. They should pull it out.
Yeah.
I'm picking Commanders.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned that Giants defense because Abdul Carter is going to be a beast, guys. I mean, he is going to get in their face. And they had a good defensive line before him, so they're going to get pressure.
Exactly.
Now, whether their secondary holds up or not, I don't know. But they're going to get pressure, a lot of pressure. And I agree. The offense, whether it's Tony Ravioli, whatever it is running that offense or freaking, Russell Wilson, the offense is terrible. You got Taylor as a running back and you got Neighbors. That's basically it. The offensive line is terrible. They're not going to win in the trenches. Washington should beat them in the trenches. So let's see what happens. I think it's going to be closer than people think, but I do think Washington will pull it out. It's going to be a typical NFC East matchup. Like we saw with the Eagles Cowboys, it's going to be close, like every other NFC matchup.
Just like Dre said, division matchup. I mean, it's not going to be a blowout half. I'm sorry. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to go all well into the fourth quarter. And just like what happened with Dallas and Philly, whoever blinks first, that's what I'm thinking. So whoever blinks first, whoever makes that costly turnover or whatever. So.
And McClure got paid, so don't drop him like CeeDee did. I'm telling you, you better not drop.
Yeah.
I'd say one other quick nugget for the game that I think is worth watching is Laramie Tunsil. They went out and got him to be, the left side, I think left tackle to protect JD5. And so it'll be very interesting to see how he plays because last year when he was in the Texans, he had a rough year. He had a lot of false start penalties. Exactly. He really wasn't himself. So this is an opportunity for him, especially going against that Giants defensive line. If he plays well, I think JD5 will have, a really good game.
Yeah, let's see what happens. All right, I got 2 more games to get to. Both of them are really primetime matchups. Ravens at Bills, guys. This is a big one. This could determine how this season goes and set things up, man. This is a tough one, Mike. Who do you like?
It is a tough one. Is the game in Baltimore or is it in Buffalo?
The game is Ravens at Bills. It's in Buffalo.
I'm picking Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just picking up Buffalo. Yeah, I just think, and I like Lamar. I think they got all the talent in the world, but this just seems like a game that they will lose by, a field goal point or something like that. And it's not going to be that it's going to cast a shadow on their season. It's just one of those things where they just lost to a good team.
Yeah. Dre, I know you've been critical of Lamar in the past. Does he get it done today?
He has to. I'm just picking the mere fact that they're going to have to win. I'm going to pick, even though it's Buffalo, but I'm picking the Ravens. Because if the Ravens don't win this game, there's no point really to me. I guess the word I'm trying to say is it's the same old stuff. It doesn't matter. Like you got to prove to today that you're an AFC champion team or going, AFC champion team. And get that monkey off your back, Lamar. I mean, honestly. That's how I see it. So he has to perform. He can't make no mistakes. Can't make the turnovers. You know what I mean? Because Buffalo will just take that and capitalize on that. And as for Buffalo, they're kind of in the same boat. Like they always show every year they win their games. But to me, this is more important for them to do it on the road because that's what happened to the Ravens last year. They were on the road and they lost. So to me, it's all or nothing. Like it's all or nothing. So Lamar got to get it done.
Mike wants to jump in here.
I sure 100% agree. Just because it's the first week of the season. I think it's a big matchup and there's psychological stuff. But look, Kansas City got whipped up by the Chargers. Chargers put it to them, and Kai was just like, put respect on number 10. We're going somewhere this season. I was just like, all right, yeah, it's good you beat the Chiefs, but hold on, slow down, Junior, because you can start losing a couple of games after that, and that first win don't mean a whole lot. And I think this game tonight, it's sexy and everything like that, but I don't think it's going to really dictate how their seasons are going to go. I just think it's way too early to kind of make that kind of decision about it. That's just my opinion on it.
Yeah. Jermaine, what's going on in this game? The Ravens going to be able to go into Buffalo and pull this thing out?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dre has a point. They can't do nothing in the playoffs. I mean, they do something always in the season and whatnot. But yeah, I wouldn't count it to where, okay, they lose this game. You know what I mean? It's a done deal. It's one game, just like the Cowboys. We're in it. I just pump your brakes. It's the first game of the season. CD dropped a lot of balls and all that stuff, but nevertheless, back to the Baltimore and Buffalo game. It is what it is. I'm calling it a toss-up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but hold on. I get what y'all saying, but if he comes out today, they're doing their thing. He does the stupid thing he always does. He fumbles the ball, turns the ball over. You're gonna see that rest of the season. So to me, it's like you can't. I don't want to hear any of the pro analysts saying that the Ravens are AFC champions, team, because they had them up there last week as one of the top teams to be in the Super Bowl. I'm like, how can you say that? They haven't even won an AFC championship yet. So I'm playing more on the mental aspect of it that Lamar's got to clean it up. He's got to clean it up. And that brings motivation for every other game to when they do get to the playoffs, you need to win.
Yeah, it's the one game, just like last year when they lost to Kansas City by a foot or a toenail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they kept strong. I mean, Lamar was one of the top quarterbacks, during the season. You know what I mean? As far as passing percentage and stuff. So it's one game.
That's a good point. Because last year they did lose.
I agree, Dre. I agree with this. Now, if he comes out here and just slops it up, which I seriously doubt, because you got Derrick Henry in the backfield and all that stuff. Because if they start noticing Lamar starts struggling and all that stuff, I mean, you got Derrick Henry in the backfield. So, but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be. But you're talking about Baltimore. Buffalo's in the same position. Y'all got to do something this year. If you don't do something, everybody, you got to start from the coach, fire the coach.
Yeah.
Everything. You know what I mean? It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess. So they got something to prove. Both teams got something to prove tonight. But I'm calling it a toss-up. I don't know who's going to win this game.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
It's going to be a close one. And I agree with Jermaine. It's going to be a toss-up. I'm to the point where I think I'll give Buffalo a little bit of an edge just because they're home. But other than that, I agree. Like, this is their time to shine, Buffalo. This is it. The window is closing, if not almost closed. So you might be in a situation where there's going to be, like you said, Jermaine, some wholesale changes if this thing doesn't get off and they do well this year. There's a lot of analysts that pick Buffalo to go all the way and even beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl this year. I don't know that I would go that far, but I think how that team looks tonight against a very good Ravens team is going to make an impact and see how that goes. That's going to set the tone for their season. So it's going to be close. And I think it could be a wild one like Eagles Cowboys. I think there's going to be a lot of points, but in the end, it may just be Buffalo comes out a little bit ahead. We'll see what happens. Just giving them that home field advantage there a little bit. I think the rain will stop by then, so I don't think the weather will be a factor in that one. It should be pretty much over by then. But all right, moving on. We got one more game here, and that is the Lions and Packers. Guys, this is a good one because a lot of people think that this is the Packers' year, especially with signing you-know-who. And now all of a sudden, did Jerry Jones know something before he traded? I don't know, Parsons, with that back injury. Maybe he knew a little something and before he got rid of him. Maybe he didn't want to pay him all that money because there were some back issues. I don't know. But Mike, who do you like in this one? This is going to be a close one.
You know who I like? Lions.
You want the Lions?
Because I'm the one who doesn't think the Pack going to win that division. So, yeah, I think the Lions are going to come out and show everybody that, even without the coordinators, that they, maybe not as explosive, but still better than everybody else in that division. So, yeah, I got the Lions.
It is in Lambeau, Trey. I will say that.
Cheeseheads. I'm going to go with what Jermaine just said. It's a toss-up, in my opinion. I mean, and Jermaine and I talked about this. Parsons is because he ain't played no all season. He do any kind of training or whatever. That's why you think his back is hurt. I mean, come on. I don't see none of him doing anything spectacular against the Detroit. Trying to get golf. now think about it. Yeah, I think Green Bay. Nah, I think Detroit's going to win. They got more weapons. You know, they got Gibbs, they got Brown, they got some weapons, man. It'd be nice though. Is Hutchinson back? I can't remember.
I think he is. I think he's supposed to be back. Yep.
So yeah, I guess now, Sam, I'm taking. It's not a toss up. I'm taking Detroit Lions.
All right. Jermaine, it's interesting. Andre brought up some injuries, Parsons being one who hasn't played a lot. But don't forget, Jordan Love hasn't played a lot this preseason injury. He's coming back from an injury of his own. So what do you think?
Yeah, forget about Michael Parsons. You won't see Michael Parsons really make an impact until after week 5. Or maybe that Dallas game, he'll start pumping it up, revving it up. But right now, this is preseason. If he does play, this is preseason, you know. So, but other than that, I got Detroit. I'm not sold on Detroit for the whole season, but I think Detroit's going to pull it out for this game. Just like you said, Jordan Love hasn't really been playing. Watch out for Josh Jacobs. That's what everybody.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs. Yeah.
He
got rejuvenated, man.
They were sleeping on him last year, and he's like one of the top 5 running backs. So
right.
Look out for Josh Jacobs having a really good season this year.
I agree with that.
I'm taking Detroit.
All right, you're taking Detroit. I am going to take Detroit in this one as well. And I'll tell you why. Just because, to your point, guys, I think it's early in the season yet. I don't think the Packers are going to quite be ready yet. I think they're going to take a few weeks to get their sea legs going. I think it's going to take them a few weeks to get, because Love needs some time getting back, his timing back. I think Parsons is going to need some time. So I think they got a better shot when they play the second time. So I will give this one to the Lions. Hopefully they won't run into what the Eagles did with their coordinators and have the same issues. I have Gibbs on my fantasy team. I think Gibbs will have a big day. I think he'll be able to run on them a lot. So we'll see what happens. But in the end, I do think Detroit will pull this one out in the long run. So,
and Dre, I think along the lines of what you were saying about, Baltimore and Buffalo, I do think that, if the Packers lose this game, there probably is a little more to say about them. It has to be in a division game, So this is one of those ones that, they do need to kind of make a statement, from the jump, like, hey, we have, we are here, take it serious. If they come out and fall short and Detroit kind of like, does the whole, I'm your daddy kind of thing, I think that could send a message that could really, put the Packers on a negative trajectory.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So do you guys think that Jerry knew something here? Is that why you think?
No.
Well, they all knew. I think it was no secret about his back. When they made the deal, and he passed the physical, so it wasn't like, they knew what they were getting into. I'm just surprised they gave him so much money. But yeah, they knew.
Yeah, they did know, but this is it's not like it's a surprise to anybody, because I did reek up on Micah about 3 weeks ago that he was having problems with his back and all that stuff. So they knew. I mean, they just like you said. I mean, all that money's like, okay,
Yeah.
I honestly think it's a respect thing. Jerry's that old school. How you dare you, agent, talk to me like that? I don't care. He's out. Yeah. I want to show I'm power. I got control.
Yeah. Well, also part of it was okay, Trey.
That's all I'm saying. That's why we always say, as long as Jerry's in control. And I don't know if you guys watch that Netflix, but what I was saying, I was telling Dre about that Netflix. I can't stomach it to watch the Netflix, but he was basically saying, Jerry went on saying, he's like, I'm not a good general manager. And that's what he came off and said on the Flicks thing, So I'm still trying to stomach it, to watch it. But they said it was very good, very good.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I think what you're seeing with the Cowboys also is that you can't pay everybody. They paid Dak, they paid CeeDee Lamb. Next up was Micah, but then it looked like Deron Bland was also supposed to get paid, and he got paid. So I think they already knew behind the scenes that someone was going to be left out. And I think Micah, to some degree, kind of made that decision easy for them, and it just kind of made it look like it was a big deal. But I think they kind of knew all along they weren't going to really pay him. I think that was the deal, because it's just too much of the cap. Right. They would tank that team with all these stars and all that money.
I think they were excited because they felt like they got a Herschel Walker deal here with these 2 draft picks. But we'll see like how high are those draft picks. Do they trade them to move up? Like, and they're spread out over 2 seasons too. It's not like Herschel Walker. There was a bunch of picks each year, so that was a little bit different.
Takes years to see if it really pays off or not, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And how well is Jerry drafted in the past? So, I mean, so that's the other question.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, every now and then they hit. I mean, they did get Michael Parsons, you know. So, I mean, they do get talent. It's just, you know, they just can't win.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, Mike, lead us off. I think you got a special game for us today.
Yeah, so I got a game real quick. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Oh, shoot.
Little technical difficulties this time.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You guys see?
Yep.
All right. So I call this game Can You Relate? So this is a team effort. You guys are working together on this. So what it is that I'm going to give you guys a clue. The clue relates to a thing, and then the answer I need you to give me is the team that relates to the clue. So, for example, Winnie the Pooh is a bear, right? So then the answer is Chicago Bears. Okay,
right.
Got
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the first one. F-22.
F-22. Hold on.
F-22. I'm thinking the teams that start with F. Falcons.
No, what is an F-22?
That's a plane.
It's a jet.
So Seahawks?
Jets.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we're getting it. That's tough.
Wow.
Yeah, tapped it too fast. This one's a little tough one.
52. 4 suits of 13. Oh, deck of cards.
Oh, yeah.
Baltimore Ravens.
You said the answer, Jay, already.
I know.
Deck of Cardinals.
Yes. Deck of cards. The cards. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Dre might get this one. Hef might get it too.
Oh, okay. These are Aston. These are
something to do with cars or racing.
Yeah, race cars. Well, Aston Martin, Jaguar.
Jaguars. There you go, Dre.
Jaguar.
You said it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
There you go.
Yes. All right. This one you should get. But...
this is tricky though.
There's a lot of them. There's the Falcons, the Eagles, the Ravens.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sal, you did name one of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say because the word "prey" is throwing me off. So
Eagles.
Sal said Eagles. Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say Seahawks because I'm thinking they're the prey.
This one is kind of a trick question.
Foo Bar.
You're gonna laugh at it.
Kia. Rest in peace.
Dead on arrival.
Oh, wait. This is
Dallas. No.
Yes.
That one I knew as soon as it was Dead on arrival. It was going to be Dallas.
Killed in action.
Oh my God. That's
Love
great.
it.
Yeah. Jack and the
Beanstalk Giants.
Yeah.
Yes. Giants. Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
This one's a little tough.
The Saints. No.
5 stars. Who has 5 stars on their helmets?
That's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Because
they got the stars on their helmet.
Stars. No. Who's got the damn
Think about what
stars?
Think about what is a 5-star. A 5-star something.
5-star rating.
No. Oh God, I know this team.
Stars or Dallas? They always say about the stars.
Really,
Dallas. Yeah. No. Think like I'll get clue like Colin Powell.
Generals. Commanders?
Oh, Washington.
Yep.
There you go.
That got me.
That got me too. That was a good one. All right.
Yeah.
Snoopy's home.
Oh, that's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. No.
Well, I'm talking about that's his team. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Snoopy's home doghouse. No. So it's got to be Cleveland Browns, right?
Yes.
Oh, Snoopy. Oh, I'm thinking Snoop Dogg. That's why I said Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm thinking Snoop Dogg.
All right, this one is a little tough one.
Superman, Clark Kent.
Oh, Kansas City Chiefs.
No,
I was thinking, who's the former quarterback from the? God,
but Clark came from Kansas City, didn't he?
Superman was Cam Newton, right?
Yeah, that's not it.
Okay,
Think about Panthers. What's another name for Clark Kent?
Clark Kent, Superman.
What?
Which is also known. Superman is also known as what?
Oh, well, you mean his what's the name?
Shoot.
His alien name. Whatever.
Jump in anytime, Jermaine.
I'm trying to figure it out. My bad.
That's a good one, Mike.
Yeah, this one's got me, Mike.
You give up on this one?
No.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Any hint?
Another name of Superman.
Not really. Is this another? This
not really. Thanks.
It's another description of him. I'll say.
I'm done.
It's in the movie title. It's in one of the movie titles.
For a football team?
No, for Superman.
I know, but it's equal to a. I don't know, man. You said 10 seconds
on this one.
Okay, Superman is known as the Man of Steel.
Oh,
jeez, Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay.
Okay.
Even Hess said, "Damn, that one was tough." I don't know why we didn't get that.
I feel dumb now.
Yeah, now
this one you guys will know.
Cowboys.
No.
Denzel
Cowboys.
The Titans.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the Titans.
There you go. Jermaine's back, baby.
Well, Denzel, that's his football team, the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're going back to the Cowboys.
Remember the Titans, right?
Yeah, remember the Titans.
Yeah. All right, let me see what's next. All right. This one might be a little tricky.
Got to deal with money, right? It's all money.
What team is
Hamilton's, Grant, and Benjamin's all have to do with money.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Benjamin, who's the money?
That's a good one.
That's another tough one.
You're close.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Money.
Think about money.
Money makers. Who's the money makers here? New
England Patriots. I don't know.
No. I can't see how.
Oh, the Bucks. The Bucks.
No, not the Bucks.
Because that's money. With the dollar's a buck.
My chat is too slow. Oh,
you guys are getting close.
Dollar,
what, y'all?
Dollar bill.
Oh, the Bills.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bills.
Yes, Bills.
It could have been the Bucks,
Bills.
But all right.
Yeah,
that's a good. Okay.
All right, Buffalo.
All right. I think this next one.
1500 TRX. Oh, the Rams.
Yes. Yeah, Dodge Ram. Yep.
Ram.
And this next one. All right. So if you don't know
what man, equation time.
What the heck?
This is 5th grade math, y'all. You know what PEMDAS is, right?
Yeah, parentheses. Yes, I know.
Okay. So it's 30 plus 45.
Oh, Jesus.
75. I'm doing math. Divided by 30 plus 45 minus 1 equals.
It's 150.
He up there on the calculator. I can see.
49ers.
Yes.
Good job.
49.
Good job.
Yeah, I kind of put the math together for a minute.
He said I had that one.
Yeah. Y'all did good, man. Y'all did real good.
Oh, that was fun. I like that.
That was cool. Yeah, that was neat. I like that. That was pretty sweet, Mike. Nice work on that.
Yeah. I was gonna make some more, but I figured that'd be enough. But I got another half of the league that I can make up. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if I knew you get the Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Yeah. He better. I was gonna say,
you better get it right.
Oh my God!
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Oh my God, that's funny. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's right. That's from grade school, man. So love it. All right, cool. Well, great show, guys. As always, quick hitters here again. Shout out to Have Stream for always joining us. We appreciate you, man. If you haven't checked out the Climbback series, don't. But no, okay. So it's that show now. The Climbback series is great. If you haven't checked it out, really good stuff, as well as the All Dressed Up podcast. You have to let us know if you guys are on tonight. If they are, it is 9:00. I think this is their week to be on because I think they were off with the holiday weekend last weekend. So if you didn't check them out, check them out. Check us out also on our new social media channel. If you haven't already, we are now on, of course, everybody's favorite TikTok. We're also on Twitter and YouTube. All emails go to Jermaine, enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. As always, let us know how you think you love the show. And then we'll be back for next week with some talk, predictions, and all of that. And we thank everybody, as always, for joining us. Any parting shots, guys, before we head on out?
Go Ravens. Go Ravens.
Go Ravens. Oh, man. Go Sea Chickens. Oh, no. Sorry, Mike. The Sea Chickens could be in it, man.
Yeah. No, my party shot is different. So I just want to say to the bean counters at the NFL, please stop. I'm done with it. I got the NFL Redzone. I pay for the Redzone. The man gets up there and he says, it's 7 hours of commercial-free football. Why am I getting commercials now? I'm done with this crap, man. Amazon's doing the same thing, man. You first you pay for the service, you get no commercials. Then all of a sudden they want to put commercials in the show and tell you got to pay more money to watch the show without commercials. Now the NFL is going through the same crap. They're going to be like, yeah, if you want the Red Zone without commercials, pay more money. This is bull crap, man. Y'all a $1 billion corporation. Take the commercials out the daggone program, man. I'm done with this crap. I'm watching everything on every freaking subscription service there is, man. It's YouTube, it's Peacock, it's freaking, Amazon. It's soon going to be an Apple Plus. It'll probably be on Hulu. It'll probably be on some new streaming platform that they'll probably create. Who knows? It'll be on Trump Social next. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Stop, man. They got to stop with this crap. I'm done with them, man. Just keep it simple.
NFL plus commercial free.
Yeah, I mean ESPN is really honestly, ESPN now they got this deal. They're gonna have another subscription tier for ESPN to be able to show stuff. I mean, it's just like we've gone backwards. We went from complaining about cable and how much cable costs, all the subscription service at this nickel and dime to the point that you're paying more than what you was paying for cable back in the day. Man, they gotta stop. That's my part in the shot.
I like it, man. Tell us how you really feel, man.
Positive affirmation. I'm thinking positive now. Yo, no more negativity.
That wasn't a shot. That was a missile.
I agree, though. It's like, you pay. It was like when cable first came out, right? It was supposed to be commercial free. Then they started putting commercials on. Then they said, the premium channels are going to be commercial free. And then they started going to commercial. Then they said all these streaming channels are going to be commercial free. Now they go to commercials. It never ends. It's always something. So now they went to these plus channels. Next, it's going to be plus. Like, I already got an alert about ESPN and signing up for a subscription for another one. The Phillies, same thing. The Phillies now are streaming. It's $25 a month if you want to stream every Phillies game. If not, you have to get Hulu or you have to watch it on Peacock. So I hear you, man. It's like, it's always something, man. Any way to spend more money. So yeah, man. All right, either that or we're just getting old men ranting. I don't know, one of the two.
yeah. Maybe people who watch it, who just watch stuff on their phone, don't even have anything at the house. Maybe this is for them, but it just feels like from a value perspective, we went from feeling like we were valued as customers and getting a lot of value to all of a sudden, it's just every chance they get to make another tier for you to pay for to enjoy what you were getting for either free or for the initial entry. It's like, don't take away features from me, man. If you're going to charge more money, give me something more, but don't take stuff away and then say to get it back, I need you to pay more for it. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do enough said plus. Screw it. We're gonna just do it.
Enough said plus. plus.
I like that one.
We'll give you behind the scenes footage.
Yeah,
enough said
right.
Plus. Yeah. See Andre fall down the steps in the background.
Yeah.
Or crack his tooth. One of the two.
Fill me at the pool hole, right?
Hey, if your girl's there, man, I'm there, man. So
Yeah.
Right.
If we get K on, that'll be on plus. That'll be plus.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Plus. Yeah, plus.
All right, everybody. Enjoy the games today. We will check you out next week.
All right, everybody. Take it easy.
Yep.